Dude, this is already off to such a great start. Love how this is coming out. Great way to start off the new year, the fresh piece. A neat trick that I like to do, me personally, whenever I'm doing numbers instead of letters. I'm sorry, excuse the language, but damn, this shit goes hard. What's up everyone, welcome back to another episode of VR Graffiti. This week is New Year's, so I want to start off by saying happy holidays and happy New Year's to everyone out there. Thank you guys for always watching and supporting, it means a lot to us here. This week what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a piece that says 2021 because 2020 was a piece of crap. 2020 was just a crazy year, I think for all of us, for everyone. A lot happened, and I think I probably speak for all of us when I say I'm ready to leave all that behind and hopefully enter a new, more positive, better year. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write 2021, put some firework sparks around it. I've never done firework sparks, so I'm kind of excited, kind of nervous to try that. But yeah, let's jump into it. I'm gonna go ahead and go to my blues, because I'm gonna do a red, white, and blue color theme. Dude, I like how this 2's coming out. A neat trick that I like to do, me personally, whenever I'm doing numbers instead of letters, I basically just think of the number as a letter. So like a 2, what I'm doing is I'm sort of thinking about it as like a Z. And that helps me like flare it out, flex it out in like a lot of cool ways. So it's really just like, sort of like a mental thing. So like in fighting and a lot of things, it's a mental game just as much as it is a physical game. So when you're doing graph, if you're doing something you haven't done before, like numbers, just try to work through the mental block and just think of it as letters. And this 2 sort of looks like a Z, so that's how I'm sort of like getting through it. Dude, this is already off to such a great start. I love how this is coming out. Great way to start off the new year, the fresh piece. I love how this 2 came out. It seriously reminds me of like a wave. I think because of the colors, it has like this really like reefy, wavy color scheme. And I think that it's almost like symbolic because 2020 was just like a wave of events. So it's kind of like paying a homage to the wave of events and like saying bye to all that stuff and saying hello to the next wave of events that we're about to head into. So it's weird how that kind of sort of like symbolically played out together, worked out. Damn, this 2's fucking hard. I'm sorry, excuse the language, but damn, this shit goes hard. All right, I'm gonna bring some of this energy onto my O or my 0. So now let's do a 0. You know, I want to do a green. I'm not gonna lie, for some reason I was gonna stick with a red, white, and blue color scheme, but you know, if it's 2020, you know, 2021, let's switch it up a bit. So I'm gonna do this green. Go around. I want to bring some of this energy from the 2. This really poppy because it's New Year's, it's you know, fireworks and lots of bright, colorful, poppy new things happening. I'm gonna use a nice lime green to go around and do highlights on my 0. highlight and this mid-tone green, my fill-in, I'm gonna go with a little bit of a darker green. Just get more tones in there, make it more colorful, add more depth as well. That's sort of my rule of thumb, is if I wanna create a nice 3D or a nice depth of field or depth to my piece, I use at least 3 tones: a dark tone, a mid-tone, and a light tone, a highlight tone. With those 3, you should be able to get enough detail across your piece where people can make out certain pieces, like how your letter is forming, bending, twisting, and turning in certain areas. Yeah, so I'm just playing with light and knowing how light hits and how it reacts and how it would react and land on your letter or your piece if it was an actual 3D object. All right, so now that I got my 20 done, my 2 and my 0, I'm gonna move on to my next 2. And I think I want to make this a nice orange color. I'm trying to visualize how I want the finished product to be. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do a nice golden yellow kind of orange, like mango-y oranges too. So let's do this. I'm gonna switch this up a bit. The 2 and 0 were nice and fun, but see if I can switch this up and flare it out a bit. I just want to have some fun and do something different. I have the tail, I call it, or like the end of my 2. I'm gonna have it whip back into place right here, taking up some of this empty center space of the 2. And that looks pretty flexed out. So now let's go around and fill this in. All right, now I'm gonna do this long swooping line right here. So let's see if this comes out good. All right, so now that I got my second 2 done, I got like this nice orange color just to really pop it out and like sort of like the middle of the piece. Now we're gonna move on to my 1. We'll do a few firework sparks around it and call it a wrap. Alright guys, so that's the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching, and again, Happy New Year's, Happy Holidays to all of you guys. Thank you guys for always commenting, liking, and just supporting us over here. It really means a lot. So yeah, take this time to spend time with your family, have some fun, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace.